Bass Buzz.
Hello, everyone. This is Bass Buzz. And of course, every time we have to talk about situations. Things are happening. Your neighbor is doing something. So we definitely have to poke into what it is that they're doing. That's a lie. We don't have to, but we will, because this is Bass Buzz, where we talk about everything and anything that's happening online. My name is Chacha, the one and only Happy Fairy. I've got two beautiful people in the studio.
Yeah.
Ajing and Amas.
Oh, it's good to be here.
Oh, we didn't. But anyways, let's talk about something today. There's a story that's trending on social media. And in this story, it's basically about two friends and a wife. Now, one guy is married to another person. And this guy, the wife decides that she wants to go meet her husband's friend to get some, things that only married people need to do, aka sex. So this lady has sex with her husband's friend, and there's a whole backlash. There's just so much happening. People are dragging the woman, saying, why would you do that? People are dragging the husband. Why are you coming out to tell us that your wife did this with your friend? Now, his friend came out to apologize and say, I'm sorry that I slept with your wife. And people are like, who is this guy? Why are you talking this thing? But the funny thing now is these two men have come together and they've forgiven each other. And now they're doing best buds, my party, my party. And we're just here wondering at base, should you as a man forgive your guy, your friend who has sex with your partner? Is it a thing that men don't really care for the female? Or is it a thing that, women just face your own because naman they do man, whatever the situation is. Let me hear from the man himself. Will you forgive your friend who goes after, in fact, if he doesn't even go close to sex, let's just say goes after your woman, is it forgivable? Is it something that you can brush off?
It's painful. It's hurting. A woman is a man's territory. I'm sorry this is not trying to maybe reduce a woman to possession, but when it comes to matters of emotion and matters of the heart, a woman, that's how men we see. Our woman, we see our women as our territory, and that's the area we don't want anyone else to go to. Their pride, our glory. But if it comes to that point, we've seen that there's a trespass already in that region, in the southern region, or anywhere else. We don't compromise on that. But it has happened, and we're not saints. It's only God that has the ultimate, to forgive everything else. And we are told to forgive our enemies and forgive our friends 70 times 7. So it will be very painful and hard to forgive. But at some point in time, life not lost now. We'll let her go. We'll drink beer later.
Okay. Ajing, with your woman and huffing and your puffing.
Your wife. Your friend. So are you saying you're picking your friend over your wife?
Did my wife pick me over my friend?
Regardless
first?
Of what happened.
Who started first?
You're supposed to settle it together. But now you're settling it with your friend, and you're going to pally up with somebody that joined your wife. Let's put it in that sense now to like put you to the side. So the forgivable person here is your friend. Is that what you're saying?
You have asked for forgiveness. The friend has asked for forgiveness. And what is forgiveness meant for? That's why it's called forgiveness. You ask for forgiveness, you are forgiven. So why are you, I should even be angry with the person who have allowed the trespass. Who have allowed the stables to be.
So I have a question, another question.
Yes.
Calm down, settle down. I have another question now. There's a street slang that says bros before hoes. Are we saying that you pick someone over your wife? When you and your wife come together, when you and your partner come together, are you one, or are you one when it suits you?
By the singular action of allowing my friend invade my territory, at this point, she picked my friend over me.
Right.
And so there will be no use. It's like you've just done something that forgetting that a man or the person in question, you see the person moving around, that person is dead already working. It has to go through a lot of trauma and a lot of psyching up to get himself all over again.
Right.
And letting go of that is one of the process of picking yourself up all over again to move on. So the person in question is the woman who's got a whole lot of work to do. If the fence was not broken, how would the goat get into the garden in the first place?
Betray you? Is he not supposed to at least be able to control himself? Why did your friend also betray you? Are you not looking for that?
Wasn't there an offer?
So
Chacha, there was an offer
Your
here.
friend loves you enough. Why didn't he reject
If
the
my wife
apartment?
loves me enough, she should have.
So your friend is worthy of forgiving ASAP?
No, but honestly, if my wife, this is the last person, honestly, I would go to, before I go to bed, I would see. And the first person I wake up in the morning, I would see. Let's even leave beyond wife, let's see even a girlfriend with a very serious relationship. That's what it's gotten to. And then you are telling me you offered you have something I have in trust. And then you give it all out and then you want me. It just tells me where your priority is.
Your friend hates you anyway.
As a woman, Ajing, say for instance, I believe you're a very loyal woman. I believe that you're a trustworthy woman. Any man would be proud to have you as theirs, I believe. So what if this situation happens to you where you, like people say, mistakenly cheat? And then if it happens, would you expect your husband to forgive you? Or would you expect him to forgive who it is or have an issue with the person you cheated with?
Okay, so I can't really control how my husband would react, because whatever reaction he takes at that point, I would say I deserve it, because I've first of all broken that trust.
Right.
But in the same breath, like, two people here are at fault. Whether it was the woman that went first or the man that went first.
Right.
There are two people that are in your life. Now, you know the way they say, even when you get married, you don't throw your friends away. I understand that part. But when you now marry someone,
My friend became your
the
friend.
person now becomes close to you as well. Like, that is now your new best friend. You know when they say make your spouse your best friend,
Yeah.
that becomes your new best friend. So now you have two friends at play here. And now both friends have betrayed you anyway. So why are you leaning towards the other friend?
So would you say you forgive all or none?
I would say that I would expect him, okay? Like, see, I won't expect him to forgive me immediately. You can't. He can't, actually, because he's betrayed two ways. But I would expect him to give us some time, okay, to at least absorb the situation and not just ASAP go and pally with another betrayer, just like me.
Very well said. Do you have any final thoughts? Because at this point, this conversation is...
No, I can't even expect. I mean, can you hear that you expect that I should wait, allow the two of you absorb all what that has happened, then before I think about forgiving? You have trust when it's broken, especially the trust of a man for a woman once it's broken. See, once beaten, twice shy.
Right.
Did it before, could do it again. So
What if you get another woman? Do you not expect your friend to also come back and do it again?
just at least
What if I give you a friend
at least
again?
not the same person again.
Okay.
That would mean that's a jinx already. That person is jinxed to always have his wife being slept with. Yes.
I mean, he's not doing something right, but okay.
So that is, honestly, if you've agreed to be someone's wife or to a partnership, then it means you're letting go. And this is why most men don't even, so imagine if, let's even say it's not even my friend now. Let's say it's this young man I've always seen her with before we got married, who she would always tell me, no, my bestie. You know how women too, they have besties. And then all of a sudden one day you come and meet the bestie, you met the bestie. And this idea of always saying mistakenly slept with, how? Mistakenly.
You fall down, just...
You fall and sleep.
It's possible.
If he sleeps, he sleeps.
Wow.
I mean, you will not rule out that.
Okay,
Yes,
if
it wasn't a mistake, but the two of them, two adults, agreed to do it. Whether the woman seduced him or the man seduced her, two adults that are supposed to be your friends agreed. You can't forgive
No, one is wife. One is
Your
friend.
wife is your friend.
Your wife is
No,
supposed
my
to be
wife
your
is
friend.
my wife.
No, but in marriage, you say the wife becomes your best friend.
No, my wife is my wife
So
is
your
my wife.
So your wife is just a wife.
My wife.
So that means you guys are not
Dude,
close.
what
You guys
is
don't
wife?
relate.
What is wife? That is even the highest level beyond friendship.
Friendship is actually key.
No.
A wife can just be
Let's
there.
stop putting
Just be
people,
there.
place people where they ought to
Wife
be.
duties.
Wife is life.
Wife is life in a rapid rap. I'm sorry, but look, at this point, I don't think that this conversation is going to end. And this is what we need to do. Get your comments, get your thoughts right there in the comment section, because Base Buzz is people. We're not going to have that. Ajing and Omaz. Where are we going to lie? Where are we going to, middle point? Are we going to get a middle point in this conversation? Is there any agreement?
The two of them take a break from that relationship and sort it out, but don't choose one over the other.
Right.
And as men, the way we men we relate is simple. There's always the bro code, and definitely when a brother is wrong, what do you do? And he says he's wrong. The thing is, you make sure you never give them that same trust to get to hurt you any longer. But that doesn't mean you have to kill them.
You don't check them now.
Hey.
Not till we can do it again, but please make sure you put it in the comment section. Let's know. This is Base Buzz. My name is Chacha, Ajink, and Amas.
Bye.
Base Buzz.